Welcome to Martinsville, Virginia. Fast 29 with you here at the famous Paperclip for the USORL Track and Turf Truck Series. It is the Crab Juice 150, the cutoff race going into the playoffs. And this is the Fast 29 Countdown to Green presented by Cure SMA. Chris Pickett here with you alongside my boys, Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki. We finally got all of our technical issues out of the way, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I probably jinx this for the rest of the night, guys, but we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, it's whatever I can do, you know? Take a look at the guys turning some laps here in qualifying. Qualifying's just started up. Got about half the time left at the moment, so we'll go ahead and have the live timing scoring come up for that. There's the current times on the screen. Looks like Bronson Stafford with the fast laps so far. Garrett Sidnor, Dallas Frew, Dylan Poteet, and Cam Barnes, the top 5 as of the moment. As we said, this is the cutoff race going into the playoffs, so we'll go ahead and take a look real quick at where we stand. Shane Terrian, 2-point lead. Sorry, 2-point lead. What am I saying? It's been a couple weeks since we've been here, so let's give us a break. Take a breather. Here we go. Shane Terrian has 2 wins. He's at the top of the board. Garrett Sidnor, Blake Trowick, Matthew Rodriguez, and Dallas Frew are your winners so far this season, so they are locked in. Steven Merzlak and Huang Do are also locked in on points. From Matt Muir on down, they're in play for the final few spots. And right there at 12th place, Cam Barnes, that is the cutoff. So Noah Joyce, several points back. Michael Murata's right there. Austin Spencer, Nick Baker, Dylan Poteet, all of them right there. But if you win, you're in. So we'll see if any of these guys that are down further in the standings, even back this far, back through, I believe, check me on this, Jamie, they said this somewhere. I believe it's back in 27th is eligible, I believe.
That's a great question for our stat guy who doubles as our director and cameraman. Dylan, where are you?
Dylan, where are you? Ah, goodness. One day, kid. One day. I'll look it up real fast so you don't have to.
Thanks.
Hey.
I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, it was posted in one of the information things that we got sent out, but I just can't remember. Everyone down to 21st is still within 1 race of points to the cutoff line. So, Joey Chapman is your last guy right here. So everybody from here down has been eliminated, unfortunately. So, sorry for those of you that thought that maybe your favorite driver that's on this list aside from Joey is actually in. So, my apologies. So, from all of these drivers from here down have to win an in, basically. Or you can point your way in if you're about here or so, is my guess. That's all kinds of high-tech stuff that I'm looking at right there. So let's go ahead and just jump into the keys of the race tonight from Dale and Jamie. Dale, we'll start with you. Half-mile bull ring. What do you expect tonight with this being the cutoff race?
It is an important race. You're going to see a lot of guys, fighting to keep that bottom line. That's the preferred line around these paperclip style short tracks. You want to be as close to that bottom banking. So you're going to see a lot of guys try to force their move to get below. Going to see, especially the early opening laps, a lot of people try to cut people off, get to the bottom, same thing during restarts. So those, especially corner entry, corner exit, is going to be a lot of fighting right there.
Jamie, you're looking at pit road there. It's a very narrow pit lane all the way around from turn 4 all the way around to turn 2. What's your keys there?
Don't speed, don't hit the wall, don't hit anybody else. It's a tight pit lane. It's one that I've never really been a fan of because it's such a pain on entry, on exit, the whole way. It's a small pit road, but I don't know that we're going to see these drivers on pit road that much tonight. I've been hearing stints are about 85 to 91 laps with tire wear noticeable on center exit, so I think we might get away with, just a couple stops, but these guys do have the 3 sets of tires, so caution comes out. I'd say you probably better use all your tires because we've seen several drivers here the last couple weeks make some bold strategy calls and leave 1 or even 2 sets of tires out in the pits, and I don't know that I want to do that here, especially being the cutoff race.
So we'll take a look at that information here in the correct colors. There we go. We're against half-mile bull ring, 35 mile an hour the pit speed limit tonight. Partly cloudy conditions. I would beg for 70 degrees right now. Air temperature. Same. My goodness. I guess we can only dream for about 3/4 of the country. 76 degrees track temperature tonight. West wind at 8. Do you expect that to stay steady tonight, Jamie, or do you think it might fluctuate as the night goes on? Because we're at 2x going in the nighttime.
That's a good question, Chris. 70 degrees in Virginia seems pretty chilly for June, especially when it's 100 degrees here in Michigan. But, you know, maybe I'm just at the wrong track. But either way, I think we're in for quite the show tonight. And I do have one more key to the race, Chris, that I forgot to mention.
Yes.
If you would indulge me.
Yes.
This one's going to throw it back. At the end of the night, you just got to remember that this is just short track racing. But the key to the race tonight is going to be watch out for them donuts on them back streets. That'll be very important here on the short track of Martinsville.
Very, very well said, Jamie. As he mentioned, we do have the 3 tire sets tonight. 3 attempts at a green-white checkered, 66% fuel limit. And the race defending champion is Andrew Hennessy for the 2nd time this season, and the 2nd time he's not here. So there you go.
I'm glad that, you know, they decided to keep the temperatures on the track and in the environment in game really, really calm, you know, because Lord, I look at my temperature right now, it's almost 8 o'clock and it's still like 90 degrees outside.
According to my stream deck right now, it is 85.
See?
Yeah.
See?
There you go. It's not fun for a lot of the folks out here. As we take a look at the Juicy Fruit. Yes, the Juicy Fruit 01 of Matthew Rodriguez, last week's winner at Michigan. That unfortunately wasn't able to be broadcast because I was in Michigan last week, so had a little bit of time off. Went up to Lake Michigan. It was a great time. Enjoyed ourselves up there. We're back to business here at Martinsville. I'm gonna pack of trucks here. Doug DeNice in the 40 that just basically
did it for Dale.
Yes.
Just got dumped. Yep. See, that's what I was talking about. You know, that. When I mentioned the keys to the race, getting on that inside line as fast as possible. You might see some guys get dumped and spun out as a guy somebody else tries to cut underneath them. So we might get, you know, a lot of swearing in the drivers' VCs. Not from me, but from the drivers.
Well, and from you too, Dale. This
I'm not swearing.
They all 3 spun out. Look at that. Poteen, Elwood, and
nice
Rodriguez.
Drifting right there.
That was incredible. Well, we have a new feature tonight.
Ooh.
We have our Who's Gonna Get Her Done? Basically, this is our pickups. So, Jamie, who you like?
Chris, we've been watching practice, we watched qualifying, and there's a lot of fast guys out here tonight. But I think my pick is the one that I think everybody counted out last time we broadcasted at Charlotte, and I was saying, no, you got to watch that 38 truck of Shane Terrian. He's going to bring it home tonight, get win number 3 on the season, and take himself right into the playoffs. All
right, looking for his 3rd win of the season. Dale, who do you like?
I don't know. I'm looking at the 31 of Dylan Poteet. You know, hopping to the server a bit late and instantly put down one of the fastest laps of the session. You know, also fighting for one of those last few playoff spots for him. You know, I'm expecting big things out of that Dodge Ram out there.
And as for me, I did like Poteet. I did like him. Stafford, you got to watch out for as well. That's 61. He's always sneaky. If he can hold his truck together, I think that's the guy to beat tonight.
Definitely, guys. But have you seen who our pole sitter is? I don't know that you guys have.
Well, I would if it would load, and I would show you. But he's not on track yet. So we are waiting on that spot to open up. But while we wait on him,
missing spot.
Yes,
38. Shane Terrian.
Shane Terrian is on the pole. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup here tonight, and apparently it is not going to work. Not for sure why it's not working, but we don't have it tonight, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way with the tower on the left. There we go. Shane Terrian on the pole, Bronson Stafford alongside. Yeah, we mentioned Terrian, the only 2-time winner this season. In row 2, it's Garrett Sidnor alongside Alan Elwood, the Kansas winner. In row 3, it's Dylan Poteet and Dallas Frew, the Daytona winner. Noah Joyce and Cam Barnes, that's the bubble battle. They're in row 4. Row 5 is Matthew Rodriguez, last week's winner in Michigan, alongside Matt Muir. In row 6, it's Nicholas Bedimlik and Blake Trowick. Ricky Coletti, Michael Murata. Dewey Schramm makes the race tonight alongside Darren Ingram, Zach Krastowski, Ryan Tovar, Doug Denice, Tyler Rush. Tommy Bordeaux did make it in, guys. Henrietta Bordeaux and Cole DeRoiser.
Yep, it was touch and go there on that 57 truck, but looks like he got through the crossover gate just in time. Got that
in time.
Hot rod unloaded and on the track.
And we do have to. We made it. We had a graphic for if Dewey was not going to make it tonight. So we had to make one really quick since he is on track. There you go.
He's gonna love that.
There you go. Dewey Schramm on track. There he is back there, the 98.
And they say AI is going to take our job.
Yeah, what are you talking about? All right, we bring it back up front. Here we go. Shane Terry and Bronson Stafford on the front row. Battle for the playoffs begins. 150 laps at Martinsville. We're green.
Chris, you're almost at the wrong track.
I was almost at the wrrong track.
Oh, we're wrecking back there. Dewey Schramm was around, I do believe.
That is a quick yellow.
I don't think the whole field.
Doug Denice, Zach, Dewey, Henrietta. All three of them right there.
Here we go. This is right on the start. Watching Doug Denice in the 40. As we jump off of Doug Denice in the 40. Here we go.
Oh, we had a stack up there on the outside line.
Michael Murata didn't go. Dewey got turned around. Darren Ingram in the 1. Krastowski, Henrietta Bordeaux involved. I think Doug kind of missed it there right in the middle. I don't know if he got much damage at all really in that.
Probably got a tap and that was it, but yeah.
Got lucky.
I think that stack up started way up in row 3 or 4. I saw the 81 truck slam on the brakes, and that seemed to really stack everything up.
That's
not sure if it was a trouble on the 81 or if it was someone in front of him.
This is on board with Denice. Watch that outside lane just stack up right there. Everybody's
right there.
Tyler Rush got into the back of Dewey Schramm. Doug turned Krastowski around. I don't think there's too much damage to really any of those trucks. They're all kind of rolling slow, but Dewey looked like he had the nose punched in on the 98. Go figure. He shows up in races and gets caught up in something right off the bat.
Just a massive stack up just entering the corner. You know, somebody probably lifted off a bit too much. Just a giant accordion effect, messing everybody else behind them.
Yeah, I will see what happens.
But that's what's to be expected with these short tracks. You really have nowhere to go to avoid a wreck. So at a certain point, you're just along for the ride.
What'd I say, Dale? That's just short track racing.
Yeah, just short track racing.
True.
Yep. I don't know how that came up there, but that's okay. We will clear it.
Bad we didn't catch the pace car.
There we go.
Looked like the driver chat was blaming us for that, and I don't think that's very fair. We're not out there driving.
They blamed us for that?
I saw a commentator's curse comment in the driver's chat there.
Yeah, because of Dewey. We talked too much about Dewey. All right, let's re-rack it up. There's no green on that progress bar yet. Let's see if we can get some green flag action going. Here we go. Terry and Stafford bring him down again.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air at Martinsville.
Everybody gets through safely this time.
Yeah, we're not there yet. It's looking better this time.
I mean, last time they didn't make it pit through turn 1, so you know.
Oh, Noah Joyce got kicked way to the outside. Oh, and around goes Cam Barnes.
Oh, that's Barnes and Joyce involved there. I wonder if Joyce got any damage. That's our bubble battle.
The ibuprofen machine's going to need some ibuprofen after that one.
That's my scheme of the night as well, man.
And of course, he turns it around on you.
You know, good. You got the broadcast angle, so we got to see the full length of the scheme. You know.
That 77 truck sure do be profin tonight.
It do. Here's Cam on the bottom here, coming off of turn 4. Matthew Rodriguez. You saw Noah Joyce, he got kicked up to the high side through 3 and 4, and just, I don't know if Cam didn't realize they were 3 wide there or what.
I don't think that's Cam's fault. That looks a bit on that 01 right there. Just, you know, kind of taps his rear quarter panel just a bit, causing him to spin.
I think Barnes probably figured the 01 truck was going to be a little further out, closer to the wall. Maybe just didn't expect to have that little space there. But I think Noah Joyce got on the brakes. I don't think they made contact, so that's good news for the 81.
This will look from Matthew Rodriguez. See Noah gets way out in the 3rd lane. He cuts underneath. Yeah, you're right. I think he kind of cut down trying to avoid Noah there and right-reared Cam on the front stretch there.
Yeah, I think he just was being overly cautious there, so he didn't make contact with Joyce, and everyone just came together. It's unfortunate, especially this early on.
Yep.
There's not like much damage on Cam's truck. Should we still be good to go? You know, got what, 150 laps of racing? Well, planned.
Yeah, so far there's a lot of yellow up here. So.
Yeah, this is looking like the IMSA race at Watkins Glen.
But look, outright speed is not really a priority at, you know, these kind of short tracks. So a little bit of bodywork damage, you should still be fine as long as an engine is still gives you power.
Here's a look at the live bubble as they stand right now. Cam's still there. Some movement in front of him. But Noah slipping back kind of helped him a little bit there when the incident happened. But he has lost a little bit of that cushion that he had coming in. As the pace truck comes in the pit lane, they make this long roll around 3 and 4.
You ready? Green flag.
Green flag back in the air.
Caution.
No trouble again, Dewey Schramm.
Kind of walk me through a
Dewey
lap.
Schramm. And a Dodge truck.
Well, we're just not destined to get this thing going tonight, it looks like.
Yeah, that Shram Ram's seen some better days too.
Down the front stretch. Into
Just gets
turn
bumped
1.
in the back.
See, that's Tyler
Oh, they're
Rush
going
trying to make it
3
3
wide.
wide. Yep.
Yep, 3-1. Yep.
Yep, just didn't know.
Oh, great job of driving by Michael Murata to stay off of that.
No reason for Tyler to force it 3 wide
It's a little early for that.
at that point. There, you know, there's aggression on short tracks, but you also, you know, need to be a bit of patience. Going 3 wide after multiple cautions on the first corner of a restart is kind of a bit of a boneheaded move, to be honest.
I fucking love you, Darren.
Especially as far back as they were.
Yep.
I take cash.
Yeah, I mean, this is really kind of still basically just lap 1.
Whatever works.
I love how sometimes the drivers don't know when we're actually listening in. We got our first F-bomb of the night from last week's winner, and they're talking about tipping each other. We'll leave it at that. I see a lot of the guys toward the back that were involved in the earlier incidents on pit lane. Now, Tyler Rush just barely makes it off the pit lane in front of the leaders.
I don't know if Lightning McQueen beat the pace car there.
That
was close.
Now he's going to be at the back anyway for claiming this yellow, I'm pretty sure.
Guys, look at who's in 11th right now. Tommy Bordeaux, out
There he
of
is.
nowhere.
An unsponsored 57. You remember this thing from Rockingham?
After starting basically last, we've had about, what, 2.5, 3 corners of green flag racing, and he's already up to 11th.
With three cautions happening, you know, he's gained the most spots on the field so far.
Gotta love it. All right.
You know,
Are we ever going to get, you know, a few green flag? Hey, Barney's got this green flag in hand, but I don't really know why. Here we
he's
go.
ready. You know.
He is ready.
Ready, green, green, green.
Here we go.
Should probably have the yellow flag ready too.
Yeah, he doesn't have it in his left hand, surprisingly.
So one corner safely through.
We've made it this far before, Dale. We completed a green flag lap, folks.
Got a lap, boys.
All
Waiting
right,
to
let's
see the whole field, but I think the whole field has taken the lap now.
Yes, they've all cleared the start-finish line under green. Sidnor and Elwood side by side for third.
Elwood hanging on there on the high line. It'll be interesting to see if that holds on throughout the run here, or if it's going to be just the first couple laps going green before that wears out and he finds himself in a bit of trouble.
Ooh, Matt Muir got a little squirrely in the middle of 3 and 4 there. Slid up the track. That's Dylan Poteet on the outside of Sidnor as we ride on board with him. Poteet's looked really good the last couple of weeks here. Might be a sleeper to get into this championship if he can sneak in a win here. I don't think he can point his way in, but feel good about his chances to possibly sneak in a win.
My pick for the race win right there, you know, just keeping it consistent, you know.
Knocking down the wall on turn 2.
Of course. Riding on board with Sidnor.
Yeah, Elwood and the 9 truck completed that pass on the outside line. Gotta wonder if Sidnor just decided to let him go and since it's so early, or if the 9 truck has some speed out there on that higher line.
Yeah, Elwood's had an amazing, you know, on-track success in the short run he's been on the track with us, you know. That dominant win at Kansas, crazy. A lot of guys further back in the field currently battling side by side a lot, switching places back and forth.
Darian's pulled out to about a 3/4 of a second lead over Stafford. 4 trucks under a blanket right here.
Last couple laps, Matthew Rodriguez, you know, was starting in 14th. He's now made his way up to 12th. Dropped recently back down to 13th, but slowly making his way back up the field.
Looks like Elwood's about to put some hurry up on that 61 of Bronson Stafford there for second place.
You're looking at Elwood. I love this helmet. That was a Lightning McQueen helmet. That's incredible. Oh, and around he goes!
Ooh, Townsend, does he drift it through?
Caution! Oh, he snapped
almost
it into the
got
wall. Oh, as we were on board
Oh.
with him.
That
You
man
know
was
what?
going right
I've
to your
about
left.
had enough of this tonight with the commentator's curse. Jeez.
Yeah, any drivers listening to the broadcast, feel free to send us money and we will not talk about you tonight.
Totally true. My goodness. Elwood in the 9 right here. Oh, now he's right there. Let's see if he...
And soon he'll
That's
be over
Sidnor.
there.
Sidnor, but no, it just came out from underneath him.
Almost has it, almost has it.
He does, and then it
It
snaps.
just snaps it right.
Wow. Was not expecting that from Elwood there. He's fallen to the rear of the field now. A few more pit stops here. Stafford's in.
Making some passes earlier on the outside line, so hopefully, can repeat that success once the race goes green again. But that was our longest stretch of green flag racing so far. Amazing performance.
Stafford dropped out a second for a pit stop.
Yeah, when you come to a short track, especially in the sim racing, it's always the danger of the 1 to green, 2 to yellow, and we've certainly had that tonight.
Look at the guys that are on the pit lane at the moment. It's like a fuel-only stop for Calder Roser.
That was another freebie spot. I'm sorry, Tommy, but that was another freebie spot for the 57 of Bordeaux, up to 8th place now, at least for the time being.
There he is. Norm! Knocking on the door again. Too bad he missed all those races earlier. So just to put it into perspective just for a moment here, we're going to show the points as they run with a little bit of a asterisk to this, because obviously for those of you that have been watching on Fast 29, you know that Tommy Bordeaux won at Rockingham, but he is not in the list of winners because he did not meet the 6-race start quota. So unfortunately he's not eligible for this championship this season, unfortunately.
Nor is AJ Elwood, after his amazing win.
Well, he just started 2 races ago, so
Yeah.
green flag back in the air. Here we go. Terrian with another great jump. Poteet right with him. Poteet looking low.
Poteet, looks
He's
low.
going for it.
Guess that first place position right now.
New leader, Dylan Poteet.
I think Terrian did the smart thing there, just backed off and slotted into line. Now we can go attack him and not get stuck there on the outside.
At Martinsville, it's much easier to defend than it is to attack, so...
Yeah, but it's
Easy.
better than getting stuck on the outside and getting freight trained.
Oh, Noah Joyce gets a little loose into 3. That stacks the inside line up behind him. Everybody survives.
Matt Murray looking low.
That's the 67 of Badimlik, who's actually in the 67 tonight because I actually got the correct scheme. Incredible. You're on board him. Sidnor just ahead. Matt Muir sneaked up into 5th here. Noah Joyce sitting 6th. Here's a look at the bubble now. With Poteet leading, that shuffled the bubble around quite a bit here.
Blake back there in that 56 car looking to make a move. Can he get on the inside?
That's Dallas Frew right there with him. There's Stafford. He's fighting Rush. Back here for 15th. Elwood and Coletti side by side behind him. Elwood clears Coletti, now tries to push Stafford past Rush. You're riding on board with Lightning McQueen.
Coletti was looking at that high line earlier. Looks like he changed his mind and decided to go low and try to follow that train right through.
That reminds me of Denny Hamlin's mask during COVID.
Yeah, buddy. It's Denny time.
Bordeaux side by side with Joyce for 6th.
It seems like Joyce is struggling with the handle on that 81 truck. He just seem to have it hooked up into the track as much as he wants it to be right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he wants to turn
Ooh,
in at
little
all
contact
right now.
there,
Ooh,
into the wall.
contact, everybody you get through. Yeah, that the 81 now, that Noah, yeah, it's not turning in the corners the way he wants it. It doesn't even look like he's trying to give room to the guys inside. It just looks like he just doesn't have the rotation he wants to dive down to those corners.
Like Ryan Tovar made some contact on the front stretch off turn 4. We'll stay with this battle. Bordeaux looking for 6th. Oh, Trowick kind of, oh, they all kind of stacked up going into 3 there.
Yeah, we're not hearing him right now, but I think Noah Joyce might be our radio sweetheart.
He probably, yeah, I can see that.
It's looking low though.
Trowick got loose off a 2. That stacked him up. Joyce trying to take advantage underneath through.
Just didn't have the drive off. That truck is looking very tight on corner exit. Very loose on corner entry.
That is not the combo you want to have here. That means you're just slow everywhere. Yeah, you can see that 81 just wobbling entering the corner.
Matthew Rodriguez looking to make the move to get by him as well.
You're onboarding. Let's watch that back of that 81 as he enters turn 3 here. See what it does. Oh, okay. Let's not then, Dylan. Whatever.
Yeah, you didn't need to.
Here.
He just gets a bit squirrely on exit.
There we go. Entering turn 1, you can see that thing kind of take a little bit of a drift look there entering the corner. He's a little more stable off that time. Now you can see that thing
it
just
kind of looks. Yeah, it's like he's sawing it into the corner, just trying to force it there.
He's a second Lightning McQueen on track because he's definitely turning right to go left right now.
Very much so. Look at this fight back here. Back around 12, Tovar, around he goes.
Here we go again. What are we doing?
Just
stay green.
Stay, there you go.
It is not a good night to be on camera.
No, it is not. We're catching everything tonight, which is unusual.
They're under a microscope tonight.
Ingram, Stafford, battle for 12th. Stafford looks low. Well, you see those brake rotors glowing in those trucks in the front end there, Jamie?
Yeah, you love to see that. That's the great thing about running here at Marty Mobile at night. You get to see the beautiful glow on the brake rotors.
Marty Mobile. Oh, trouble! Turn 4!
Ooh, hard
Paletti
into the wall.
and Tyler Rush.
That was a good camera cut by Dylan, you know.
He's learning.
Right to that impact.
He's learning finally.
Richard Coletti looks like his truck is done for the night. Hard hit.
Down the back stretch going into 3.
Dive bomb.
Yeah, he was there. I think that's okay.
And
starts to drift up.
just a little bit. Little contact there, little contact there. And just ran out of room.
Yep.
Too hard.
I think that was just a good, hard, short track racing pass into turn 3, and then the 27 of Rush. There may have been some previous contact between these two because he certainly didn't give him any room there on exit.
There we go.
That 27 said, "I'm not letting you come up to make the corner. You're gonna have to earn it."
I like how Ricky's hood came off and then immediately reattached itself. That's good stuff right there. Matt, he like did his, if there was a fast repair, he did it like on track. That was incredible. Pit
Looks like we have
stops.
all our leaders in pit road.
Yep. Here they are.
For the first time all night.
Stafford stayed out because he pitted earlier.
Those trucks running in the top 11 kind of avoided pitting during the circus events we had earlier.
I lost our lap counter here, but I think all the drivers that just made a pit stop under this yellow may be good to go to the end now on fuel.
Well, you said earlier about 85 to 90 laps roughly on fuel. They pitted on lap 52. This is a 150 lapper. Close.
I mean, with the amount of cautions we've had, it's certainly possible.
Oh, definitely so. Yes, when you consider that part of it, yes. Look who snuck back up here after his solo spin earlier. Alan Elwood, back on the front row after that cycle. He pitted underneath that last caution as well, along with Stafford.
He must have just topped off fuel and gotten on and off pit road really quick as the pace truck comes to the pits.
Based on that,
the caution before.
Based on that time, I think he actually took tires.
Green flag.
As green flag, back out.
Stafford with a rocket trip start.
Poteet was trying to get that big jump again like he did on that last restart. He gets alongside Elwood.
Just gotta stay alongside him into the corner.
He's on board with Poteet.
Hit those donuts a bit.
But not the donuts on the back streets, I hope.
Yellow's out.
Trouble.
Good,
Krastowski
Jimmy
and
Johnson.
Ryan Tovar. Poor Jimmy.
Do we have a corner?
Well, see what happened here. Krastowski way up high. Dewey Schramm. Whoops. Darn camera work again.
Right there on
Three
the back
wide.
stretch. Well, front stretch.
One of the stretches.
Oh, Rush gets
Ooh.
to the side of Tovar. And Krastowski just an innocent victim there.
That's an interesting one.
That
I wonder
is.
if a spotter dropped a sandwich off the tower or something.
Very definite possibility. Boy, Rush has been in this spot a couple times tonight.
Russ just not giving anybody room to come up off the corner. He goes down early. Oh,
I think he was anticipating Krastowski to maybe not get into the corner as well, and there was Tovar.
first corner, you know, he didn't want to give the. Now that corner, he kind of turned in early. I don't know. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third time, I ain't gonna get fooled again.
I'm glad you got that right, unlike our buddy GW.
Oh, I like his version the best, though.
That is true. I like Frank Caliendo's version of his version. Fool me once, shame on you. Shame on shoot, I know this. All right, well, we got a moment. We'll take a look at the next 2 weeks here on Fast 29. Next Tuesday night is Darlington, always a classic here on Fast 29 with the Truck Series, first race in the playoffs. Then the Cup Series returns for season 13 at Daytona next Thursday night. Then Chicagoland for the Truck Series and Echo Park Speedway for the Cup Series in 2 weeks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and get notified. See one of your favorite races on there. Let's go. Hey, Barney found the yellow flag. He just turned it into a green flag. That was cool.
Magic.
That was very magical. Here comes the field off turn 4. Stafford and Poteet. Front row, green flag. We're racing. That man's going to have some rotator cuff issues.
Getting a workout right there.
He's had a workout tonight.
Better call Saul.
On board with Poteet from the outside. Elwood's to the inside here as they go into turn 1. Poteet trying to get to the outside of Stafford. Look at that.
You saw Elwood make it work earlier in the race. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility here, but it's certainly the harder way to make a pass.
Oh, look at Poteet. He just
Trouble
trouble. Tommy Bordeaux.
Tommy Bordeaux.
Rodriguez, Ingram. And we have
Everybody on the brakes.
We
Perfectly, though.
Yes. Everybody trying to figure out how to get out of this one. Tommy Bordeaux started at the back. Got involved in this one. Let's take a look, see what happened here. Down the back stretch. Sidnor in front, Frew behind. Bordeaux checks up for Sidnor a little bit.
Fine, goes low.
Oh, he's gonna chop down right in front of Matt Muir. Round he goes, and everybody else trying to get on the binders. Mikey Murata. I don't know how he stayed off of Ingram as long as he did there on the outside. That was incredible. And a great job by a lot of these other guys to not get involved. Take a look ahead again here, coming down the backstretch. Again, I think Tommy Bordeaux is anticipating Sidnor to kind of check up going into the corner since they're going on the outside, and he realized he's got a little bit of a run, but he didn't realize Muir had already gotten to his quarter panel. And around she goes. And Ingram gets in the back of Rodriguez. Dewey Schramm does a great job of stopping to avoid it. Looks like pretty much those at the back or involved in this wreck, they're the ones on pit road right now.
Well, we have no, we don't have another lap of yellow. Never mind, Chris. We'll come back to it on the next one.
I know what you're gonna do.
I'm sure you do.
Well, we also did miss the Kyle Busch tribute of lap 8, so I apologize for that. Just had a lot of activity happening in this race tonight. So on this restart, we will go silent for a lap in memory of the 2-time Cup Series champion Kyle Busch.
We should do it on the next caution when it's the 8th caution.
That would have been a good call, but we're going to do it this way anyway because that's when I thought of it. Green flag. Well, they made it through it cleanly. I'm proud of them. Dylan Poteet back out front.
And it was at least lap 6-8, so we had an 8 in there.
Close enough. And now we're on the nice lap.
Nice.
Poteet, Stafford continue to race side by side. Poteet gets the run off the high side and clears him going into 1. Here comes Terrian. Looks like this groove's starting to move up, Jamie.
Yeah, that was interesting there. Elwood was single file and decided to go for the highline move, and I don't know if that's working out for him right now.
Terrian and Stafford side by side.
What's that in that? Backed off a bit. Does he have it now?
Just not quite clear enough to pull down in front of him and not get himself wrecked. Might have it this time though. Look at that. Another pass on the high line.
Here comes Elwood looking high.
Trowick out there as well. But them looking Sidnor on the bottom. Frew trying to figure out which line might move and figure out which way to go here.
Yeah, Elwood going high forced Nick to go low. That looks like a better line for Nick to drive through to get by.
Trowick just
Ross
lost.
and Stafford as well.
Yeah, Trowick just had a really bad 1 and 2. He fell back, lost a couple spots on the outside. That's him back here. Dale, do you think with the way this race has been as far as the start time, do you think that is helping with this multi-groove situation that we've got?
No, necessarily, because the track wasn't even able to rubber up as much, considering the amount of yellow flags we had. This is about to be one of our longest, or it's close to longest runs, so the track is starting to rubber in now. There's a lot more grip across multiple grooves, so that might be being a factor right now. I don't think the start time / temperature really played that much of an impact until we got some racing laps in.
And here's a look at those conditions. Air temperature's dropped a couple degrees and track temperature's gone up about 5.
Yeah, that 9 truck is really favoring this outside line, but it doesn't seem to be working out for him. He's lost
Dewey
several
Schramm.
spots.
Ooh, everybody's gonna get by him. Woo!
Kiss the wall. Yeah, like you said, Jamie, like that 9 truck really wants that high line, but a lot of guys aren't taking that low line for them to make it work.
Entering turn through. I never do remember to turn that off before we go to the to the replay. Here we go. 3, 3, and 4. Oh, he hits the curb and just unloads the truck. Oh, and Rodriguez catches him in the rear end there. You saw the rear end lift up from Rodriguez. And these guys do a heck of a job going to the outside and avoiding him. You see who's behind him there is Rodriguez. Let's go on board with him as they go into 3. Watch the left side of the 98 in front of him, just barely right there, clip the curb. And Rodriguez clips the right rear as he goes by.
I mean, with or without that contact from Rodriguez, he was going to go around anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, boys, now we're under yellow and have at least one more lap. I think it's time for our Scott Pruitt. Hi to my family at home. Shout out of the race. It's my shout out. Well, technically, Pruitt's. So I make the rules. Tonight we have 2. First one goes out to Larry the Cable Guy, because we just debuted the Fast 29. Who's gonna get her done?
This. My gosh. The things
And
we
then
do
the
for a chip
second one.
laugh.
Oh, absolutely. The second one I thought of on the fly, and it's that beautiful 26 truck, Henrietta Bordeaux. It's the last day of Pride Month. She's got the Trevor Project on that truck. That's a great organization. We got to give them a shout out tonight, don't you think?
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's currently sitting back there in 20th. Staying out of trouble so far. Did get involved in that initial start incident. Other than that, she's kept it clean.
Well, until there, when she almost got taken out by Dewey.
That dude is trying to get to the end of the line, and there you go. Dylan Poteet, Shane Terrian on the front row for this restart, and in the 8th caution here in the Crab Juice 150. Garrett Sidnor, Dallas Frew in row 2.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Poteet with a great jump that time.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the problem tonight is these drivers have just had too much crab juice before racing, and maybe that's causing some issues.
Oh, is that
Taps the
Murata?
wall.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Mikey Murata in the 62. Good looking truck until he did that.
Well, the left side
Oh,
of it's
trouble!
still looking good.
Caution, caution.
Elwood.
Oh, Elwood again.
Oh, and Ingram catches him at the end.
Did you happen to get a look at your temps when you're on track right after that caution fell?
And it looks like Elwood decided that was it. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Kind of saw it starting in the background on that last camera angle we had. Come down the back stretch. It's Tyler Rush. On the inside. No, it just unloads again, just like it did earlier.
Guys, I wonder if he's shifting tonight and he's getting some wheel hop and that's causing the issue.
That's a possibility. Well, let's see if we can hear anything on board. It would help if I had it to where it actually aired the audio. Let's try it again. There we go. That's kind of hard to hear from there. Let's try it again where I actually have it on there this time. There we go. Did he hit the clutch?
Just probably there was zero throttle instantaneously, just no sound.
That was a weird sound as it went to the corner. I guess we'll have to chalk that one up as inconclusive unless we can get some information on that. Hi to Davey Hazard joining us on the chat.
Oh, he's got some food. What'd you bring us, Davey? We're hungry.
Yeah. You got some food in front of you. Why don't we have any food in front of us?
Yeah, boss man. Why don't we have any food in front of us?
We have questions.
I think
Where's
we
the
have
catering
crab
truck?
juice.
Yeah.
Where's the catering truck?
We gotta have a food truck happening around here. Food 29.
Yeah, boss man.
Food 29. I hate myself. All right. All right, let's take a look real quick at the bubble real quick as they sit right now. Oh boy. It is really jamming up. Noah Joyce has lost a spot. Darren Ingram has actually fallen out of the cutoff with that last incident. Cam's still sitting on the bubble. They're just rotating around him. And this is with Dylan Poteet sitting in the lead right now. That's what's making this bubble get very tight as we come down to the end of this thing.
This car off, truck off, actually.
Poteet.
That's $1.
Yep. That jar's getting full.
Davey's here. He's gonna call you on it.
He will.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh, Tyrion might clear Sidnor here going into 3.
Ooh, Sidnor.
He does.
I thought he was going to dive bomb back in there.
Poteet once again just controlling that start.
Ingram with a big move there on Tovar. He's got to make up some spots here to get those points back.
This is as they run.
Ooh. Loose under braking right there. Squeeze him a bit.
We're going to keep this up for a little bit as they rotate around here.
We're just playing hot potato on Cam, you know.
Not sure who gets the tiebreaker between Ingram and Barnes.
That is a good question. Well, now it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's a good question if it ends up being that way.
Average finish.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that's the tiebreaker or not. Oh, Ingram just slid way up high in 1 and 2. You're on board him. Oh, Dewey clipped that curb again right in front of him. That time he held on to it. Oh, trouble in front of him! Barnes is around!
Caution.
Rush involved.
Guys, get some rag to clean this mess up here. Coming into the box is the part that I'm mainly concerned about.
Kind of saw it coming in the distance there on that onboard shot we had. Let's take a look as they go down into turn 1. Barnes on the outside of Joyce. Joyce wheel hops a little bit into 1 and into the left rear. Oh, and Rush got... Somebody did not hit the brakes behind Tyler Rush there.
But Cam Barnes, once again, with the presence of mind to know that he's my scheme of the night and an ibuprofen truck. to spin it in a way that gives a full profile shot.
He's
That's
doing really
next
good with
level
that.
thinking right there. That's next level thinking right there.
Yeah, he do be profin, that's for sure.
Oh man, was that
Ooh,
Tovar
Tyler
that got in the
with
back of him?
a hard hit.
Let's see if it was Tovar that might have caught the back of Rush at the end of this. Here's Rush, right here, and down to turn 1. Tovar is behind him. There's the spin in front of him, and yep, right reared, right into the wall. These two have had some moments tonight. I don't know if any of them have been intentional or not, but they definitely had some incidents together.
At this point, they should be even right now. You know, you gave me one, I gave you one right back. Hopefully that last incident ends it for both of them. But this is Martinsville.
So just an update, Jamie. Davey has some pasta with ground turkey meat sauce and way too much Parmesan. Which,
Excellent.
to me, there is no such thing as that.
Well, Davey, I think 3 more plates, 1 for each of us up here.
Yeah.
Eating fancy like a king, huh?
Yeah. I've been having issues with pronouncing things recently, so I don't want to pronounce the pasta that he's eating because I'm afraid I'll get it wrong.
Farfalle.
No,
Thank you.
I applaud you for the audible to just go with spaghetti.
Just default to that. Just default
Farfalle
to
is
that.
not spaghetti.
That's bow tie pasta, isn't it?
Sure.
Brilliant commentary, Cotton. Thank you.
So I'm here for.
Way to be there for me. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah. Well, at least on Tuesday nights and pretty soon Thursday nights.
Twice a week, yay!
Yay! For about 5 weeks. And then we'll just be on Thursday nights. All right. Poteet and Tarian.
Green flag.
We've seen this show before. Here we go.
Poteet once again pulls out.
Oh,
to
trouble
a good
behind him.
bottom.
Big trouble. Barnes, Joyce.
Cam Barnes. Oof.
Oh, that time he got some severe damage there, it looked like. Oh, 32 of Cole DeRoser involved as well.
We're definitely going to have more than 1 radio sweetheart.
Yeah, Cam's not had a good night now.
Honestly, 77 truck into the attenuator.
Oh, no.
I barely know her, and he's really not had a good season.
No, not
Not
been
at
hit.
all what you expect out of that 77 truck this year.
Exactly right. Into turn 1 on the restart. It's going to happen back in here. Oh, starts up here, DeRoser.
Ooh, stack up, DeRoser.
Oh, Henrietta caught a piece of it that time. And behind him, just a stack up.
Zach trying to avoid it turns into Cam, and
Trying to see what happened with this on board with DeRoser. That's Ingram in front of him. Trying to see where the stack up kind of starts.
I think DeRoser just hit the brakes.
He did. You can see it nose down. Something happened to the truck there?
I think he might have been anticipating a wreck between Dewey and I think another truck, maybe.
See if we can get.
Yep, those two. Yep.
Got a little too cautious, I guess. I'm trying to.
You know, it was Dewey and Henrietta in front of.
This is on board with DeRoser. This time with audio.
Or.
Yeah, he just checks up really early. Yeah.
Saw what Dewey and Tovar get into it a bit, try to back off to avoid a potential wreck sliding up in front of him. It caused the one he was involved in behind him.
Shit. I'll clear my we got a bunch of
Bad farm.
That's Cam Barnes on the radio. He can, yeah. We came in late with him on that, but yeah, he's definitely not had a good night. Oh, the old pit stop thing is up. Let's kill that. There we go. Hey, you can actually see it. Green flag back in the air. We'll keep this up for a little bit as the restart comes. Sidnor clears Terrian for second. Terrian tried to come back at him, going into one.
Evans looks high. Tries to go around him on the high side. Doesn't have it though.
Clears him off 4 this time.
Dallas had a lot of speed entering that corner.
Frew and Mir side by side. Got Bademlik in there in the middle in 67. Go ahead, folks. Stafford, woo! He dives it in on Trowick.
Barely avoids kissing the wall.
Man, heads up move there by Trowick. See that coming. Leave him just a truck width there.
And that was it. That was all that was there.
That's all you need.
Stafford's got to make some moves. Oh, Bademlik got a little loose in 4. Hit the curb.
Might be about to get a little loose here again.
Yep. You're on board with Stafford. Stafford's got to make some moves. He's only four markers clear of the cut line. And the way things have been going tonight, anything can happen anywhere.
From Dallas on back, looks like those guys are a bit congested right there, trying to work their way around each other.
Bademlik clears Trowick. You're on board him. There's Stafford to the inside. Oh, Tovar around. Another guy that's not had a great night. Good looking truck. Just a bad night. 12th caution here at Martinsville. Let's take a look, see what happened here. You're on board with Tovar. It just comes around on him. Schramm was there, but I don't think he was involved. Let's verify that really quick. Unless he makes a ridiculous move into 3, and he does not. Tovar goes around on his own.
He kind of did. I mean, that was a big send into 3.
He just swung it around like Olivia Rodrigo on that album.
Wow.
That's what's going on that truck.
That just happened.
Had to do it.
You had to do it. I'm proud of you.
It wasn't me.
But you had to do it, yeah.
So that's $5 Tovar for that Olivia Rodrigo shout out, you know?
Oh, goodness. There's a quick look at where everybody's at in their pit cycles, just as reminders. So you have gotten, Jamie, you mentioned a lot of those cautions. Is this going to be enough for these top 4 guys that pitted on lap 52 to make it to the end?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're probably in the window now if they've been saving. Honestly, even if they've not been saving, they might be okay. The bigger question I have at this point is tires. You're putting these tires through a lot of heat cycles. At what point does the crew chief on the box say, all right, that's enough, come in, get 4 fresh tires, and go out there? You just want to make sure you bring the whole field with you because you don't want to get stuck and lose all your track position.
Now, in case you saw the 52 on the previous graphic, this is laps since that pit stop. So that's why this number is different. This is where the top 10 has been last on pit road. And look who snuck back up quietly into top 10.
We've got several guys sneaking back up into the top 10.
Well, you got Cam Barnes just involved in that wreck just a little bit ago. Noah Joyce was involved in it. Ingram's back up there. Tommy Bordeaux, Matthew Rodriguez, they're all back up here again.
Green flag.
Oh, big jam up again. Somehow they all held on to it. Look like Doug Denice got real sideways going into 1. But everybody hangs on. 3 wide. Rush into Shram.
Rush again.
Into Shram.
Stays green.
Yep, stayed green. That might be it for both of those trucks. We'll see if they throw a caution maybe for some debris as they try and make their way around the track. But those trucks were really hurt off turn 4.
I'm not seeing any hot dog wrappers out there. I think we might stay green here at Martinsville.
Matt Muir slides up in 1. Bordeaux taking advantage of that. Bordeaux trying to get back into the top 5. Up front, Poteet versus Sidnor.
Dylan up front just controlling the race.
You can see Poteet since the restart. Ooh, that was Dallas Frew that got into the wall off 4. You can see Sidnor a little bit faster than Poteet.
Shane Terrian's dropped down to 9th. Did he pit on that last caution and I just missed it?
I think he did.
I like that call from the 38. Get the tires now, and then when everybody else comes in later, you get the track position.
Stafford did as well. Nice catch.
Yep, I like that call. You really didn't lose that much track position, and you're banking on all these guys ahead of you pitting again. I think it's a good call. I mean, we saw the 38 pull off a similar call at Charlotte a few weeks ago, and he stole the win in that dramatic finish.
Oh, it looks like Matthew Rodriguez is really in trouble, yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2 corners in a row where he just flat missed the corner as you're on board with Trowick. Matt Muir in the window.
Once in a while, you just want to play a fun game of Apex's Lava. You can't fault a guy for that.
True. He definitely was winning that game the last 2 laps.
Stafford gets by on the inside of Noah. Trowick about to follow through. Can he get to the corner though?
Speeding penalty for Henrietta Bordeaux, I believe. Her night's just gone to crap all of a sudden, unfortunately. Oh boy! The Dimlick got real sideways going into 1 behind this pack here. Lost a lot of ground. Great time. Yeah, great save there.
Battle for the lead heating up here. I think we're going to get some hurry up going.
I think Dylan's up front trying to save his tires now because none of these guys up front have pitted. They've only made 1 stop. So they're on pretty old tires up front.
And Terrian's moving his way up the field. I think he restarted in 10th. He's up to 6th. So seems to be working out for the 38 and the 61 of Stafford right behind him.
Use those fresh tires to get by everybody.
Yeah, there is Terrian closing up on Tommy Bordeaux. 5th place.
Just driving by him easily here.
Just able to throw it into the corner effortlessly and just get by everybody with that speed.
Now this is Terrian up to the leader, and we can compare how much faster he is, and look at that. He's in traffic. He's 0.13 of a second faster than the leader.
His potential was to catch him about 10 or 9 laps.
And we have 26 to go. I like the position of this 38 truck right now. I think he's in a good spot.
Yeah, Poteet hadn't been able to pull out any type of a lead on this restart. Sidnor's there, Frew's there, but Dimlick and Terrian.
Hey, you gotta wonder if the tires on that 31 have just seen one too many heat cycles, or if he's just pulling a Shane Van Gisbergen and saving some of the tank for a little bit later.
I think he might be saving a bit. You know, those multiple restarts, he was getting out to multiple, you know, multiple gaps in front of the cars behind him. You know, he was able to, and from that point, he was able to maintain it. I don't think he actually was increasing the gap to the cars, but now he's once again on throttle.
Just look at Demlick.
Yeah, Terrian went to the outside
Ooh.
of Demlick there in the 6-7. But the
Yeah.
hurry up on the 95 of not Zach Webster, Dallas Frew.
As Terrian's trying to make something happen here, and Stafford's trying to follow him through. Remember, they were the ones that pitted. They've got the freshest tires, and they have been bulldozing their way through this field.
Dallas playing a bit of defense right there, trying to hold on to the third place finish, but ooh,
There we go. That was a good
Wonderful.
move. He
Big
had to make
move.
that move.
Yep, and that's going to jam him up a little bit. Oh, little contact there, knocks Frew into the outside. He clears him
Hold
for
up
third.
Stafford.
That hurt Stafford.
Stafford.
Yep. Stafford had been running that
Here's
high
the
line,
limit.
knocked Frew right up in front of him. Well, they're using up Frew, but Demlick just
Yeah.
knocked him up the outside lane.
He's a mobile chicane at this point.
He finally tries to force his way back down to the bottom, cut off Trowick, slid right back up. That truck in the 95 is just not handling right now.
Oh, he very well might be our next caution here. That truck is not in the track at all.
Every other car around him has had tires, you know, pitted for fresh tires.
Yeah, you can see he's
He's
one of
chilling out
he's
there
one
right
of the
now.
three that has stayed out the longest. Mura as well, been since lap 52. But his
Him.
truck not happy with the tires right now. 3 wide down the front stretch. Ooh,
Safety
boy,
through.
that was close. Trowick, big move to the bottom.
Shane's now 2/10 off.
Let's take a look again. This is Terrian up to the leader.
And he's closing in.
That's still just a shade under a tenth of a second a lap. Let's see how Stafford's doing. He's been fighting more traffic than Terrian was.
Struggling to get by Nicholas right now.
Terrian kind of ran up the track,
Ooh.
tried to run back down. Sidnor trying to take a defensive line into 3.
Push him on that straight a bit. Caution. Ooh.
Now what do
Placed
we
right
do?
under the hand of Clarion.
Henrietta
It's
Bordeaux
that
and Tyler
27.
Rush.
27 involved again. Not a good night.
I think that truck might be done now.
That's at least 2 or 3 now for 27. I don't know how many that's actually been claimed. Here we go down to turn 3. Oh, Henrietta. Oh.
He tries to just get across Henrietta, doesn't have the space.
Yep. Well, as they like to say in this league, reckon for last. That's unfortunate. So now, what are we gonna do?
If you're the 38, you're lining up on the inside right behind that 31. And who was it at Martinsville that one year? Clint Boyer on McMurray?
Well, look at this. Dallas Frew. He's on the pit lane. He needed to be. Cam Barnes, Noah Joyce, Matthew Rodriguez, but Demlick, basically from about 7th on back, is in.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tommy Bordeaux will be the last one on the pit lane, or excuse me, not on the pit lane, the last one to not pit on this restart. So let's see where this places everybody here. He pitted on lap 78. Again, the leaders have not pitted since lap 52. Freshest tires are going to be from 7th on back. The question
Don't
is,
have that many laps. It might be too little.
I was going to say, these 3 guys right here,
Last chance for a win.
those 3 guys there, they were the ones that had the freshest tires before this caution, and they were coming. So, do you think they got enough to get by the 31 and the 50 here?
It is possible, thinking back to the start of the race where we saw the 57 and Tommy Bordeaux come from basically last up into the top 10 in like 3 green flag corners. So, I mean, if you get 3 spots in a caution and 3 spots in a caution and 3 spots in a caution, suddenly you're the leader.
I remember we have three chances at the green-white checker too, so we got to keep that in mind as well.
But this caution also gives those two up front a little bit more time to save their tires.
And we are coming to 10 laps to go at Martinsville. Poteet looking for the win to get into the chase. Here we go.
Great start there from the 38.
Rodriguez got turned.
Stay green.
Probably going to stay green there. I think everybody cleared him. Didn't sound like he was very happy either.
Nope.
3 wide into 3. Mirror trying to come up the middle, and trouble. Around goes Ingram.
There we go.
What have you got?
This is what Dylan wants up front.
Still got it.
More cautions up front. You know, help his race a lot.
All right, first we're going to drop back and see if we can find out what happened to...
Be prepared for the 32 to go around the house.
Rodriguez.
This is Rodriguez on the restart. Juicy Fruit Machine on the bottom. It just, wow.
Just spun.
Just spun it, yeah. Just came out from underneath him. And then later on in the lap, going into turn 3, there's Ingram on the high side right here. Going into turn 3, he just got a little too high. Looped it around. Man, you don't see that from Darren Ingram very much either. He's not had a good season either. And he's sitting on the bubble, as you see right there.
He is the bubble.
Trucks. Sorry, Dale.
I was just saying he's the bubble.
Oh, I wonder if these drivers are struggling with these trucks because, you know, Cam Barnes, Darren Ingram, these are not the seasons and the results we typically see out of these teams and these drivers. So I wonder if starting next week when we're back in Cup cars that they're going to be up front and get the top 5 and top 10 finishes that, you know, we're accustomed to seeing them do.
And you got to remember that is open setup too, so that'll be a difference as well as opposed to the fixed setup in the truck series. So these guys are masters at making their setups. So when you're stuck in one setup and you can't make any changes to it, and it doesn't work with your driving style, you sometimes get the results like this sometimes. All right, so Dylan Poteet, Shane Terrian, got 5 laps to go when they come. We're going to keep this graphic up down here for the rest of the race so that way you can see live the bubble. Obviously, what we have, though, is right behind Poteet, there are 3 winners this season. So if he loses this lead, this bubble completely changes back here. Here we go. Can Poteet hang on for his first series win? Here we go. Gets another decent jump. Old tires and all, he's going for it. 5 laps to go at Martinsville.
Aaron didn't have a good start right there. Just stacks up that high line a bit. But that is the start Poteet won. His only option was, you know, to defend that bottom line and force Shane to try and pass him on the high side.
Garrett Sidnor gets knocked way to the outside and loses about 6 or 7 spots.
Nice.
Yeah,
there we go.
Oh, Cam Barnes forces it underneath Matt Muir. Still getting by the struggling Sidnor.
Yeah, Barnes has got to go right now. He cannot hold back.
He's got to gain 7 spots.
Time for a Hail Melon.
And hope maybe a couple of these guys in front will fall back. Badimlik inside of Chariot.
Ooh.
But Dimlick pitted.
Boy, that's
Trouble.
what Poteet.
Noah Joyce.
Oh
Good job, bud.
no.
Tell me what you got quickly.
And
This is
that's
what
going to be
Dylan
a green-white
wanted.
checkered. Here we go. Oh, big trouble on the backstretch. Cam Barnes involved.
We're
Darren
wrecking
Ingram.
on the yellow.
Well.
Wrecking under yellow.
Oh, my goodness.
Just as I thought that took Joyce out of it, you see Ingram
Everybody
and Barnes
else
facing
wrecks
the wrong
that's right
way.
around him. All right, so here we go down the front stretch into turn 1. Noah Joyce on the bottom right here. He wheel hopped it again going into turn 1. Doug DeNice bumps him from behind. So that's the
That
first
wasn't
part of
very-
the wreck.
That wasn't very nice of him.
It was not. Thank you.
But
Yeah. And then off turn 2, after that wreck, so here's Noah down here. He's going to wheel hop it again going into turn 1 and somehow keeps it off of everybody else as he slides up. So there's Joyce hitting the wall.
Fine.
Matt Muir catches the curb, so does Sidnor. Sidnor catches the curb too much, and everybody can't get checked up enough. And I don't think there's too much damage to these guys, but I don't know where the caution came out versus where these guys had the issue.
You know, everybody, I think, hit that curb in front of Cam, so Cam tried to go high and go around it, and the wreck just happens right in front of him, and he gets caught up in it.
They're not giving any spots back, so it looks like where they ended up is where they're going to be here. So now, just for the record, Huang Do in 11th cannot fall out of the playoffs. He has been locked in. He's not here tonight, but he's okay. So that 06 can't fall out.
Just the cars above him have to worry.
That's
Doug,
the cars above.
Stafford.
Yep, Stafford. We're actually going to bump it up a little bit further here just so you can see who all's. There's Merzlak is locked in as well. Matt Muir, he's in a decent spot right now. He's in 8th. And then the winner's above that. So that's where we're at here. There's the bubble right there. There we go. Get that line back up. So it's going to be shaky here. And then this is all as if Dylan Poteet wins this thing. Or Nicholas Bedimlik. He hasn't won either, but he's back here in 16th. So that could shuffle things around as well. And I can't remember off the top of my head where Dylan is, but I think he's around 14th to 15th. So
He should be in bed. It's past his bedtime.
Wrong Dylan. Thank you. Trying to be serious, and look what you're doing. Here we go. First attempt at a green-white checkered. Here we go. Poteet Bedimlik. Poteet on 100-lap tires.
Green, green, green.
Here we go.
Dane tries to look low.
He's got to get away. These guys behind him have the tires. Bedimlik's going to get a run on the outside.
Truck slid a bit
Trouble
right
behind
there.
him, it's Stafford.
Caution. Caution.
Stafford, Trowick, Murata. Rack him up again, boys.
You know, the one concern isn't just tires now. It's fuel might become a factor as well.
Murata almost ran over Dewey down there. All right. Let's see what happened here. Trowick on the outside. Oh, Frew tries to make it 3 wide. And
I bet Stafford just didn't know they ended up 3.
no. That 62 has got some really, really good brakes. What a night this has been. On board with Stafford, who is now on the bubble.
Just gets
Turned right into Trowick. Tommy Bordeaux with a great job of avoiding it. So does Matt Muir and Doug DeNice on the bottom. And that popped Darren Ingram back up into the playoffs now.
Only by 2 points over Stafford. It's still anyone's race.
Oh goodness, and Cam Barnes in shouting distance as well. Barnes is in 10th.
Mariota.
Murata's going to need to win and he was just kind of caught up in that last one. He's back in 9th. Noah Joyce basically needs to win, but Demlick needs to win. He's on the outside on this restart. He's in the best spot. He's got the best tires. Let me clear that real quick so we can see everything here. So he pitted 20 laps ago, 4 tires, 105 laps. What this 31 has done tonight has been amazing. Is it enough to hang on?
Shades of Donnie Leah back at Mansfield that one year.
That is a deep cut.
What a callback that was. Wow. Well done, Jamie.
Cut.
Wow.
What I'm here for. See, I got some good ones now and then.
All right. Green, white, checkered number 2.
Green flag.
Here we go. Poteet.
Shane got a little push from Shane right there.
Here we go. But Demlick to the outside. Poteet holds him off now. He looks low, looks high.
Try to get that switchback, doesn't work.
He's on the outside of him. Poteet takes him to the outside. White flag is here.
Gonna be 3 wide into 1 here, I think. Oh, 38 backed out of it.
These
still
two
has him
guys,
right there, push them wide.
whoever wins is going to be in. Here we go. Into turn 3 for the final time. Off turn 4.
There we go.
It's Poteet by a nose.
My pick to win.
And they wreck it at turn 1, but Dylan Poteet on 105 lap tires wins it here at Martinsville.
Tire management.
What a drive.
What a fight to the line. Wow.
I will say, I'm not a fan of short track racing, but I always do love like the boxing matches at the end of Martinsville. But it's always like a much better when your pick wins as well.
Absolutely. Great pick. So
I think we all podiumed there with our picks.
we did.
We did. Oh.
No. Who did I pick? I picked
Pick
Stafford.
Shane.
I picked Stafford.
We picked Stafford.
Yeah. And yeah, you see where he ended up, unfortunately. As
In
Dylan
the
Poteet,
playoffs.
he is in. He made it in by 4 points over Cam Barnes, unofficially.
Still got enough tires on that 31 to burn it down.
That's incredible. And he's
And
in the
fuel,
playoffs.
too.
Look at
And
that.
the tires are dead.
And
Bonk.
yep, bonk. Matthew Rodriguez, give him a little tap. Wow, what a finish here. Let's have a better look at how this ended up here, because our camera kind of went weird at the end. So here we go.
At one point, the trucks look like they merged.
They
into
merged
each other across
together,
the
yes.
line.
Down the backstretch for the final time.
See, right here, I thought the 38 was going to send it 3 wide for the lead into 3.
See, he's got 2 wins. He's got nothing to race for except for a win. But here they come off turn 4.
Dylan just pushes them wide a bit.
And coming to the line.
They merge right there.
Wow.
If that merge had not happened, that 38 might have won the race, because those two would have wrecked.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So let's take a look unofficially. As Dylan Poteet continues to roar around here. He hadn't stopped celebrating yet.
Polish victory lap. you know?
Yes. Polish victory burnout. We're going to take a look real quick at the unofficial point standings as of this race. We'll see how they shake out. There's Dylan Poteet jumping up into the winner's spot. The Tarian, Sidnor, Trowick, Rodriguez, Poteet, Frew, your winners. Then Matt Muir, Steven Merzlak, Doug Denice, Huang Do, the top 10 in on points. Darren Ingram, Bronson Stafford. Cam Barnes short by 4 points. But Dimlick, if he had won, he would have jumped up there. Had a chance, but came up a nose short.
I am impressed that, just the gap even Cam was able to close late in the race with them multiple times. He vaulted X and got spun. But, to still lose out by 4 points is still heartbreaking.
Yeah, still got top 10 out of it, but he wanted a little bit more. All right, post-race coverage beginning here on Fast 29. All right, let's see if we've got anybody ready to go here. Who do we have? Who we got?
All three are in the room.
They're ready to go?
Bring
All right.
the first one through. Let me grab Shane real quick.
Shane Tarian, driver number 38. Got a copy, bud?
I got you.
Well, you had a front row seat for the end of that thing, and we thought you had the truck to beat there on that last run with the fresh tires. Tell us about that run at the end.
I was just trying to get to second. I was playing knight in shining armor for Dylan all race long, so doing the teammate thing, coaching him, all that. But that was all him at the end. So I was like, all right. So I just kind of stayed in line. I was like, I could have passed you guys. You could easily pass the both of you right now, but I'm just gonna sit here.
Jamie thought you were gonna make it 3 wide going into 3, coming to the checkered. So he had that in mind anyway.
If it wasn't my teammate that needed to win, I'll definitely. But
see, Jamie, I was right. He has 2 wins. Dylan had none. I told you he wasn't going to do anything. See? Yeah, see? Told you.
RCR could take a lesson from Shane Tarian.
True.
Right
Yes.
yeah. And then,
RCR, if you're not watching, there you go.
And then last week, I was leading in the final corner, went high to give Matt Rod the idea that he was going to win, and then I actually screwed up, and he did pass me.
One of those races I really wish we had broadcast now. That's great.
Yeah, it was really funny. I wanted to make it close and give him the idea that he was going to win, and then I actually hit the wall. So it was fun.
Well, how do you feel about going to the playoffs? You're going to be the top seed going in. How do you feel about it?
I feel good. It's just nice to enjoy the sim again after taking a few months off, quote unquote. I guess retiring is what I said I was going to do. So I'm excited for this.
Awesome.
Trucks handle better than they were the last time I ran them. You can actually race these things, which is kind of fun.
And you definitely have raced them real good so far this season with the 2 wins back-to-back earlier in the season. Got some great partners on that Ram. Tell us about them, bud.
I got Power A. I think he put Navy on the car because I'm prior Navy. I might have a Navy scheme come up at some point for next gen. Who knows? And then obviously the Hula Monkey guys, Sky guys, and then you guys for broadcasting. You guys broadcasting the whole playoffs or just?
Yeah. We're here. We are here.
You are?
Yep,
Awesome.
all the way through the end. Yep.
So I'm excited for that.
And we'll be doing the Cup Series starting next week as well on Thursday nights. So we're excited about that as well. I think there was only 1 or 2 races of the Cup Series that we won't be broadcasting, but for the most part, we're here the whole way, all the way through Thanksgiving.
I'm also pretty sure Dylan broke the commentator's curse because I think one of you guys picked him to win.
Who picked?
I did pick
Dale
him.
picked him to win, yes.
Yeah.
I picked them to win, yeah.
I jinxed Stafford, and Jamie picked you. So
Yeah. When someone picked me, I was like, well, they're gonna realize I'm not here to win.
Yeah, I'd love to change my pick. Pick's never closed.
I don't know why I never thought about that either with the playoff situation. I don't know why I thought about that.
We were close to, all commentator pick win, but,
Yes.
somebody had to mess it up.
We had a lot
Yeah.
more commentator curses than commentator wins tonight, but that's okay. Well, congratulations on the podium tonight. Good luck going into the playoffs as the top seed, and we will see you next week at Darlington. How do you feel about Darlington?
Oh, it's my best track. I already told my friends, good luck racing for second.
Excellent. That is
Love to
what we
hear
like to hear. We'll keep an eye on you then. Shane Tarian, driver the number 38, brings it home P3 tonight. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get our second place finisher, Nicholas Bedimlik. You got a copy, bud?
Yep, I got you.
A nose short of both a win and getting in the playoffs. Your thoughts, bud?
Man, I wasn't even fast that race, so a P2 definitely was something that I would take. Probably would have liked to get the win in the nice little patriotic paint scheme for July 4th coming up. But now it was a hard-fought race. I was always on the back foot. I know Shane was helping his teammate a little bit, Dylan, but I knew Dylan was also in the position that I was in, that we had to win the race to get into the championship. So I mean, if it was flipped, I would have done the same thing. So I mean, congrats to him. I hope he does well in the playoffs. And yeah, I mean, the race wasn't going our way, so we had to change up the strategy a little bit.
Yeah, you had the best tires at the end, and we thought, hey, this is your shot, because we saw the guys that made those pit stops toward the end come straight up through the field. Shane Terrian did. Help me out, guys. There's a couple other guys that were charging up. Blake Trowick, Bronson Stafford, those three guys that pitted toward the very end of the race. And then when that last caution came out and you pitted, we're like, hey, there's our guys right there coming through the line. Was that kind of what your thought was as well?
Yeah, I mean, I saw Shane pit, and he marched through the field within 10 laps. So I took a little bit of a gamble on that. I started like 11th, I believe, when he started like 17th. So I knew that I could have a little bit more extra oomph to get to the front, but yeah, I saw what he did, and that's why I kind of pit on lap like 130-ish. Because I knew the tires were going to matter. I didn't know how much they were going to matter. I didn't know that I would get to the lead that quick, but I mean, it was a shot in the dark. We got up there just one spot short, but it was a hell of a battle, so that's all I care about.
And we loved it too from up here as well. Well, you got some great partners on that 67, including U.S. Air Force, close to my heart. But go ahead with your shout-outs, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom and dad. I wouldn't be racing on iRacing without them. I'd like to thank my school, St. John's, for giving me an education. And I'd like to thank my other sponsors, WeatherTech and CarStar, for helping sponsor me this race.
Well, congratulations on the P2, just short of making it into the playoffs and the win. 0.02 of a second separates you from both. But great show from up here. Congratulations on the P2. How do you feel about Darlington next week?
Ooh. I'm always quick at Darlington. It's a little bit of a scary track when you go and race other people. You never know what other people are going to do. You never know if the car's going to bottom out or you're going to go sliding up into them. But no, it's a fun racetrack, throwback race. I always love the throwbacks. Always love to see what people design. It should be a fun one. Absolutely.
And I know you're not as familiar as the rest of the USORL as far as Fast 29 goes with Darlington, but just be prepared for what you just had happen here tonight. Good possibility it's going to happen next week too. So just be ready for that. But congratulations.
Yeah, I've been in leagues. I've known from other leagues that it gets a little bit chaotic. So I'm ready for it.
Well, congratulations again for the P2 tonight. Nicholas Bedimlik, driver the number 67. We'll see you next week at Darlington, bud.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, let's see if he stopped celebrating yet. Hey, Dylan Poteet, have you finally reported to Victory Lane, or are you still out there spinning donuts?
I blew it up.
Excellent! That's what we wanted to hear.
Well done.
Excellent work.
I was able to coast it to the line, and then I was like, I'm good. So
hopefully that thing passes post-race tech now for everybody's benefit. But what a run from you tonight. 105 plus laps on tires. Tell us about it.
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know how in the world I was able to make that work. I was honestly nervous going into this race, and then somewhere in practice I felt fast, which surprised me. And I practiced honestly a little bit after I got in from work, so I was like, well, I need to try to see if I can do something tonight and qualify good, which that's been a kicker for me this season. I have not qualified well, and that's put me behind a lot. And I don't know, just was able to keep track position. And I felt like at a point I wish I would have pitted a second time, but I got to the point I was like, Well, we had, I think Dallas, he showed up and he made the start count. He had a win, so that kind of moved the cut line down apparently.
It did.
And I was basically a must win. So, yeah, that changed the plans a lot, and I feel like I couldn't pit again. And I guess the cautions, honestly, that kept happening may have helped a little bit, because I think if we would have ran more green, I think I was in big trouble, honestly, because I knew that, like, Nicholas and I think the 95 and then Shane, obviously, and Bronson were all on pressure tires, and I was like, well, this is not good. So,
Well, let me help you with that. There was everybody behind you was on fresher tires toward the end.
I think Garrett was with me for a while. He may have finally
Yes.
pitted, but I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I ran out of friends up there that
You
were on
did.
the same tires as me. So, I mean, I don't condone for what I did on the last lap and a half with Nicholas there. I don't know what else I could have done, and I talked to him about it, and he seemed to understand as well. I was like, I don't really think I had much of a choice, but I had to kind of use him up there. But I think it was a respectful race there for the win, and as long as we didn't wreck, I think it's all that matters. Hopefully, it was a good show for you guys, but I'm just excited to get the win here. I can't even remember if I've ever won at Martinsville, either in here or in R2003. I've been doing this for a while. I'm 31, so if this is my first win at Martinsville, it was a pretty like, you know, remarkable one for me for sure. Just, and it being a must-win situation, like, I don't it was like the buzzer beater in Game 7, like they always say when the playoffs are around, and to do that, just, it's crazy to say I'm in the playoffs after what kind of a season it's been. It's been a very rocky season. I thought it was going to go a little bit smoother at this point. I had a couple of things go wrong, like my computer died on me last week and I was running 5th, so I lost a lot of points there. And yeah, it was I've had a couple of weeks where I wish I could have back, and I also missed Charlotte, so I was like, well, it's all or nothing, and here we are.
Yep. Pulled that Hail Mary out, and it worked out. It's kind of like Jeremy Mayfield 2004, just came out of nowhere and won the thing, and here you are. It worked out well. And from our perspective, you two guys battling at the end, that's two guys going for the last playoff spot with a win. I thought it was clean as could be. I mean, it was great. We loved it from up here. And like I said, if it had ended a little bit different, if that wreck in turn 1 after the checker flag had happened maybe in turn 3 prior to the checker flag, might be talking a little different. But it was a great show from up here. We enjoyed it. So we got some great partners on that 31 truck. You've been showing some speed over the last couple of weeks on our broadcast as well. And we were wondering when you were going to knock that door down, and it worked out tonight. But go ahead with your shout-outs, bud.
I just want to thank everybody from Hula Monkey Motorsports, everybody, and Matt Muir, obviously, for doing a great job painting these schemes. I was trying to get one through the victory lane, finally got one this season, and also to Sky Motorsports. And then everybody up there raced really clean with me. They're like Shane and Garrett, Nicholas. We had a great battle. I think Dallas was up there. Matt was also up there. And just thanks to everybody for watching. I think this is my first time actually getting to meet you guys, so it's a good way to say, yeah, it's nice to meet you guys. Hopefully it won't be a long time again until I get back in here again, but it's awesome to finally get my first win, and this being my first season over here as well, like full season in one of the leagues here, and hopefully there's more to come, and just looking forward to the playoffs. The mindset's changed, and we got a new goal now, and try to go out there and try to compete for this championship as best I can, along with my teammates and everybody else that we got in this.
Exactly. Well, we're glad to have you here at the USORL. Congratulations on the win tonight. How you feel about Darlington next week?
It's my favorite track, so that makes it even better. But I know a couple of people I raced with, it's also their favorite track. So
including your
we'll have to wait and
teammate.
see.
Including your teammate.
Yeah, he made sure to tell me that was his favorite track. So
make sure to tell
he
us
said
too.
Maybe we might be battling for seconds, what he said. But it is my favorite track, so you never know. I pulled a miracle out tonight. Maybe I can do it 2 weeks in a row. Who knows?
Well, as I told Nicholas Bedemlik just a little bit ago, you guys are actually not as familiar with Fast 29 and the USRL as a lot of others. But if you go back very early on, like the first 2 or 3 broadcasts of Fast 29 when it looked like absolute trash. But this track and this league, they just have some sort of crazy magic that happens. And what you saw tonight here at Martinsville may happen again next week. So we'll see what happens. It always comes down to a barn burner there.
Hopefully I can park the Mopar Ram in Victory Lane again. I'm not sure what we're doing next week for a scheme, but it might be this again. Who knows? But just hopefully we can try to get some momentum building. These last couple of races have definitely just seen the light at the end of the tunnel for me. I feel like we've had that all season. It's just I've had a lot of bad luck happen. So maybe I've got it all out of the way, and maybe we'll have some good showing next few weeks.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win here at Martinsville tonight. Got you in the playoffs. Congratulations. Dylan Poteet, driver number 31, jumps into the playoffs with a win here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Final thoughts from here at Martinsville. What a way to end this regular season here in the USRL Truck Series. Dale comes home with the first ever Who's It Gonna Be winner. What do we call it? I just lost it.
Who's gonna get her done?
Who's gonna get her done? Thank you. I even made that graphic and I forgot what it was. Yeah, but Dale's the first winner of that. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yes. So what'd you think about what we saw tonight?
A bit of a kerfuffle in the beginning, you know, guys being patient, took us a real while to get some good green flag racing in. But when we did, like, the middle section of the race was really entertaining. It's just those two, the beginning and the back half. The boxing match between both Nicholas and did make up for that on that last lap. Thought Shane would have also snuck in there to try and grab a win on good tires as well. Wasn't able to make it done, but a masterclass in driving doing that whole race.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
Sorry, your mic was cutting in and out. Dale, didn't know you were done or not. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, I was just, my last comment was just a match.
Apparently that comment's not supposed to come out. It keeps on cutting out.
Hey, it happens. You know, you only pit on lap 52, but got the job done on like some of the oldest tires on the track. So.
Yeah, that was an incredible run by Dylan there. Jamie, you're seeing the point standings on your screen. Who do you like in this from what we've seen so far?
I think it's hard to bet against the 38 of Shane Terrian, especially with Darlington coming up next week. I mean, he's already called a shot and told the whole field to race him for second. That's some confidence right there in the 38 machine.
Especially at Darlington, where anything can happen again there too. I don't know if the lady in black is really up for that type of confidence, but I guess we'll see what happens next week here on Fast 29. So there's the top 10 in points as they unofficially landed here at Martinsville. And we'll take a look real quick at the cut line. Once again was 12th place Bronson Stafford. Darren Ingram also in on points. Unfortunately, Cam Barnes, Michael Murata, Nicholas Bedemlik, again, 0.02 of a second away from claiming that last playoff win spot. Noah Joyce slipped back to 16th. Austin Spencer wasn't here tonight. Actually, those next three weren't here tonight. Zach Rostowski ends up in the top 20. So we will see how things shake out as we go to Darlington next week. It's going to be a fun one next week, guys. Looking forward to that one. Lady in Black's always fun to watch. As we mentioned, Fast 29 and us, that was the first broadcast on Fast 29 was at Darlington on NR, so kind of a soft spot in my heart, that place. But we'll see what the trucks have in store for us there. And then Cup Series starts next Thursday as well. Looking forward to that at Daytona, getting kicked off there. There'll be 5 weeks or so where we'll be broadcasting twice a week. And then we'll finally have our Tuesdays back, but then we'll have our Thursdays with you guys. And a little bit longer time too. So, but we're looking forward to it here on Fast 29. But from all of us here, for Jamie Zalecki, Dale Barham, I'm Chris Pickett signing off. God bless you guys. We will see you next week from Darlington.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.